Good day, Yesenia. This is Elizabeth, Mother of Hearts, and we are going to sage before we start your reading. Actually, you told to like both of them. In your particular case. Cleanse the cards, cleanse you. Yeah, you got a lot of smoke coming off. Cleanse the space. Alright, ooh, that's two different smells. It's different. Alright, so we are going to talk to the universe and see what the universe has to say. You sent me a message asking me, will he regret doing this to me in the future? What happen to their relation? What will happen to their relationship? Well, just from the energy that you're, I know you're upset. I know you're angry, and I know you blame her. But it's not her. It's him. Just before I even pull cards, this is something. She's not the only one that he's put you in jeopardy with. You know what I mean? She's just the only one that put enough pressure that he was willing to sabotage y'all's relationship for. But it has nothing to do with her specifically, because he opened this door. So, you know what I mean? I get where the upset comes, you know what I mean? You want it, but it's him. And you really gotta stop blaming her, because she is just as much, in this situation, she is just as much the victim as you are, because he's feeding the same bullshit to her as he fed to you. Do you know what I mean? And whether he regrets it or not will not make a difference. It won't change anything about the situation, because he did it. And even if he has any regret, it was the regret that he got caught. So let's see what the universe has to say about that. So I'm not even going to tell you. I imagine that he regrets it, because he'll end up regretting it, but not for the reasons you want him to. You know what I mean? You want him to regret it because of who you are and what you did, but it's regretting because, and it is because of that, but it's regretting it simply because he no longer will have access to you after this. You know what I mean? You still trying to win him back. And you're actually hurting yourself trying to blame someone else for a decision that he made. Even if this woman was aware that y'all were in a relationship, he still allowed it. She has no obligation to respect you, but he did. And you need to not focus on her, and you need to focus on how you're going to set healthy boundaries with him. Fuck her and all her energy. She's a problem, but she's not your main problem. Technically, she's not even your problem. As a matter of fact, she actually did you a favor and took your problem from you. She wanted what you had, well, she's going to get everything that came with it. And when you actually reflect on this relationship, it wasn't healthy. You guys were very toxic with each other. And so right now, you are in the midst of a transformation. The reason why you're struggling with this is because you're not used to you're used to responding to chaos, with pain with pain, with anger with anger, with betrayal, and resentment with resentment. Whether you act upon this, the thoughts cross your mind. And so we're going to, right now, you're in the midst of transforming the way you think and operate so that you're no longer getting trapped into these cycles. We're learning to bring, right now, you're doing a lot of this, which is upside down, unbalanced, all up in your head about the wrong shit. You're thinking about it from the wrong perspective. And I know that you're not going to want, like, it's hard to hear, have somebody tell you this. But from just reading what you're seeing, everything I just said to you, you're looking at it as she was the problem. But turns out, when you flip it around, you see who's there, right? You see who's right there in front. He is. He's the mental conflict. He's the problem with your mind. He's the problem with your emotions. Not her. Him. And so when you stop and you recognize, you got to recognize that this is ultimately teaching you. And look at, you said I just read this, Antonio is a Libra. This is Libra energy. You're not looking at the problem. But when you turn it all around and you realize she's not the fucking problem. She's just a desperate ass woman trying to get somebody, she's trying to get something that ain't even hers. Or it might be. At this point in time, your energy is shifting. And just because you had a past with someone doesn't mean you're guaranteed a future with them. Just because they promised it doesn't mean the universe agreed with it. And I think there were red flags at the beginning of your guys' relationship, which told you shouldn't have been in this long. You shouldn't have got this deep in the first place. But you ignored it due to your codependency. You know what I mean? You want someone to love you. And it's hard. And you built this long-standing foundation with someone that was really only supposed to teach you a lesson. And unfortunately became a lifestyle. And now you're undoing this. So when I tell you, when you start to see that he and you are the only ones in this situation. She is not even, she's a third party, but when it comes to y'all's connection, he's the one that decided to betray you. He's the one that lied. He's the one that's been manipulating. And he's the one that didn't show up when he said he was going to. Not her. She made no fucking obligation or promises to you. Okay? And what she's doing and what she's going to get ain't none of your fucking business. None of her karma is your business. And the reason why is because when you start to focus on what's going to happen to someone else, you forget how to make things happen for yourself. When you are seeking revenge or karma for this person, you get consumed by it that you forget that you have a whole life still. You have a whole opportunity to build healthier relationships, healthier you, build better relationships with your children. Like there's other things to focus on besides the betrayal. The fact that you need to grow. You need to be stable. You need to love yourself. You need to find your own joy. You need to find your own happiness. And it doesn't come from anyone else but you and the universe. So this is the transformation you're in. It's changing your perception of mind. Back to it. Look at this. Oh, I love this though. I love this. Once you accept the truth about this deception, you know what I mean? Once you accept the truth that this is happening and this is what actually is the problem, it's not her. She's got issues. You know what I mean? She's got a lot of stuff. You got to understand, this woman is pretty much in almost the same energy as you. And this is probably why it's so easy for him to bounce between the two of you. Is because you both are struggling with self-love. So this person is choosing people, you know what I mean? He chose her because he knew that she was willing to allow this. You know what I mean? For the longest time, she allowed it. And so did you. You ignored it, so you allowed it. And I'm not trying to victim blame. I need you to understand this. But you need to take personal responsibility to how many red flags you ignored. You know what I mean? And once you accept this, then you can place the feelings towards the person that actually caused it and learn to set a boundary. I know you make me feel this way. I'm no longer going to tolerate this. This is what you want to do? Go. Bye. Me and the kids will be fine without you. The universe is supporting me. I don't need to seek revenge. You'll get exactly what you deserve. And whatever that is, I ain't got no part of it. I don't even want to know what you're going to get. Because all I'm worried about is what I'm getting and how I'm going to be better. and how my life is going to be better. That is where your focus needs to be. So when you accept this truth about this, girl, the things that you're going to lead to, this is love. This is awareness that you have love. You, yourself. This has nothing to do with other people. But when you start to cultivate this love within yourself, and in your mind, your body, and your soul, you might actually attract someone who's worthy of your fucking time. Someone who has passion. And you'll be able to know this person's intention and your own intention because you are learning to trust your intuition. And you're getting friendly with your mind. Do you know what I mean? When I say getting friendly with your mind is knowing that your brain can say negative things doesn't mean that they're always right. Look, there's an inner voice that talks shit to you. Right now, your greatest gift that you can give to yourself is tell that bitch to sit down, shut the fuck up. We're not going to worry about him. We're not going to worry about what she's doing. We're not going to worry about what other people think. We're only going to worry about how we're going to get better. If you want to add to that, cool, I'm fucking listening. But anything outside of that fucking conversation, we're not doing it. Sit down, shut the fuck up. Tell your brain that. When that negative voice, when that cycle of wanting to bring up drama or reminisce about shitty things, right now, your greatest gift you can give to yourself is to tell that bitch to sit down, shut the fuck up. We've done enough of this. We need to find something else. And until we're living that something else, we need to only slowly approach this. So, but the vibration needs to be right. You need to set these boundaries with yourself and in your mind and trust your intuition. When the time is right, you will start to see that you have grown a seed inside you that's going to create a whole new opportunity of choices, right? Because if you look, you get up this in the stem and the leaves start to pop off. Well, those leaves can go any direction, right? But you find the right direction and it turns into a flower. You're going to be given options, but they're not options for you to solidify choose, right? They're options to teach you different lessons. You know what I mean? This person's going to try to come back into your life. That's going to be your first option. Are you going to choose to do it again? You know what I mean? Here's your second option. This person's going to come back in your life, and you're not going to choose to do it again. And you're going to be able to go free. Third option. This person's going to choose to come back in your life, and you're not going to answer. And you're still going to go free. This, blocked, deleted, removed. This, cut the fuck off. Anybody and everybody that does not align with the growth that you're trying to get. The first thing is, the universe is telling me the first conversation you need to have with yourself is learning to tell that inner voice to shut the fuck up. Your negative voice inside is strong. You are in your head talking mad shit about him, about her, even about yourself. You're judging yourself based on narratives they imposed upon you. No more of that. No more of that. And you're fucking gorgeous. I'm looking at your profile picture. What the fuck? Look, if that motherfucker wants to slip on, let him slip on. Let him fall on his face. Let him get on with his flip-floppies. Don't be... What? Your ancestors and spirit guides are saying, trust us. We are here to guide you. Listen to you. Listen to us because we are leading you. What did I just talk about? That fucking pathway. You follow your own unique path with courage and strength. Going with the flow. You mind your mind, body, and spirit to flow. Stop trying to do it based on... You need to break out of the pattern and go with the flow. The pattern is you get toxic. You get petty. You get down on yourself. when someone else fails. It's not you failing. They failed to be a good person. They failed to show their true character. You need to not be in that stagnant energy where you're basing your direction and your energy and your flow based on someone else's failure to stay up and right. Embrace the air element and be open to a new way and integrate it into your life, in your mind, your body, and your spirit. And embrace the change. Because honestly, when the change comes in, ooh, and you're being protected, you're being guided. You know? Spirit guides. Have the courage to ask for help. And release resentments about money. And pay attention to what you're buying. I feel like you like to spend some money. Stop wasting your money on shit that doesn't, you know what I mean? That doesn't make you a better person in the long run. We're working inside. The outside is always going to be there. You know what I mean? Take care of it by all means. But the material things, right now your journey is to work on the inside. And build faith. Build faith. Your higher self, which is what is, we need to build faith and change our vibration. You need to see yourself as the inspiration. Become so in love with yourself, in not in a vain way, not in a narcissistic way, but that you become a vision for others. You're the visionary. You're creating that you inspire others without even having to be validated that you're inspiring. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you probably won't get the validation. So give up on that, needing that. But from others. But stay strong on giving it to yourself. That is what your higher self is telling you. Fuck everybody else's opinion. If you're not hurting yourself or others, emotionally, mentally, or physically. And that's, hurting is, because some people can say they're hurt and they're just spoiled. And I say that because I feel like he's said you've hurt him. Just an excuse to get back at you. For whatever. He feels like an emotional hostage. He holds his emotions and his affection hostage when you are not doing what he wants. Don't be fooled. Step into your fucking power. Stop worrying about these fucking people. Because they acted exactly how the universe needed them to act. Because they needed you to see that had nothing to do with you. That man chose to be that way. That woman chose to be that way. There's nothing in the world that you can do to change that. That is who they are. You know what I mean? If they wanted to go cheat, lie, and betray people, that is who they choose to be. But the free will is, do we continue to engage in it? You can hold forgiveness. Hell, I forgive my exes. That is who he is. That is who he wanted to show up as. Ghosting, lying, manipulative, narcissistic behavior. Cool, bro. But excuse me while I kindly fuck right off. Deuces. You know what I mean? And that's what you gotta think. I can get a job. I can make money. I can pay my own fucking bills. Is it nice to have extra income? Fuck yeah, why wouldn't it be? But no, at the expense of my mental health, my emotional health, my physical health? No thank you. Bye. I'm not even gonna be mad. Continue. I hope, and I'm at to the point where I hope that you get exactly what you deserve. If that is a loving relationship, then so be it. But how you did me lets me know that ain't necessarily going to turn out that way. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? That's the energy you created, and I'm not ignorant to that. But I know I didn't create it, so I don't got to worry about it. So, but if you continue to create it and feed into their bullshit, then you can only blame yourself for the energy that you're generating around you. People can bring energy to you, but does not mean you have to consume it. You do not have to let it attach you. You have to be a part of it. You can let someone's energy be exactly who the fuck it is while you're keeping solid in your own vibe. And you need to learn to do that, regardless of who's in your energy. Family members, friends, Especially friends, homegirls. You know what I mean? Stop listening to hurt people who hurt people. I feel like you got some people in your environment who are hurting people because someone else did something to them. And it's influencing your decisions of how you feel and want to operate. They're not healthy. Because good people don't tell people to do fuck shit. Period. Even if that person did fuck shit to you. They're not going to encourage you to go and cause more pain. They're going to encourage you to figure out how to leave that pain the fuck alone. Pay attention to your environment. With that being said, may you have the day you deserve. Blessed be the universe, and bye.